Jeff was very good because he's very diplomatic, and you know, he lets you do your thing, and he's just sort of the controller. He just makes sure it's all.
I think my dad brought Jeff in, and I think that was a big ooh. Everyone was like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" And you know, he was the only one that could have done that at the time. But his meticulous nature, and they didn't have Pro Tools. They would, you know, aggregate time clocks for the John Lennon piano track that then they had to phase out the vocals and fly back in. I mean, it was just right down Jeff's street, you know, and what they were left with was Real Love and Free as a Bird, which had, you know, they stand the test of time. They sound like the Beatles, but it's, you know, Jeff was perfect for that role.
I think it was George who said, no, we need a producer, you know, it could be dangerous just to all go in the studio. It could get nasty. Because you got egos, you know, flying around, surprisingly. So, yeah, Jeff's name came up and it was like, yeah, oh, that's good, yeah.
You know, we really got to know Jeff. I mean, I got to know him hanging out with him and George, but then we really got to know him on Free as a Bird, and he was a lifesaver on that. And, he, you know, he put that cassette together and had us all play him. And it was interesting because the three of us felt comfortable with him.
And it was a crackly old thing, you know, it was cassette, and you don't use that. You normally make your demos on cassettes and then make a proper record and get rid of all the crackly and the hiss and everything. But Jeff was very good in that respect too, because he took the cassette tape and he put it in time. He didn't interfere with anything, but the vocal phrases, because it's a demo and nobody cares about time. And if we were going to work, and Jeff is very precise. That's one of the things I love about him. You know, his stuff just rolls out and there's not a thing wrong. You know, you listen to it. So, and then you stop listening to it so precisely and it just rolls over you. And it's like, oh, I love this.
But I think, you know, Jeff was in a perfect position, really, to produce those Free as a Bird and Real Love. You know, he was just, again, had the right sensibilities. He wasn't going to take it somewhere completely different. And, you know, he had the respect for what they wanted to do, obviously.
We've always had a constant fight, Jeff and I, because, you know, he always wants the click track. He wants the click, and I keep saying, I am the fucking click.
Of course, when we got the song finished, I'll never forget, Paul came and gave me a big hug and he said, well done, you've done it. So I was chuffed about that, and that's how it went.